Hey everybody! Today Nintendo updated several of their games, including Animal Crossing, Super Mario Maker 2, and also I believe they did a little update to Splatoon 2 as well. So today I'm going to have a look at some of the major changes they did to Super Mario Maker 2. This is in fact the very last update they made to the game. Now, since I've been absent for the last several years, I haven't really been able to talk about Super Mario Maker that much, which is a game that I've been enjoying thoroughly behind the scenes. I made countless stages, but it's been a little while now. I haven't really made any stages in like the last half year. But the first 2 months after this game came out, I was hooked to this game. I made so many levels. And I'm gonna show you some of the new changes they've done to the game. And I might actually go back and start making some more levels. So I'm gonna have a look at some of the changes. Then I'm gonna show off some of my own stages. And then I'm gonna explain a few things I think they could improve on to make the game even more perfect than it already is. So let's have a look. Alright, so going into Super Mario Maker 2 here. Right here, this level I got right here, I'm just gonna change the theme. I think the forest theme works best for this. This level right here, if you don't recognize it, is actually, let me just, first of all I just need to figure out how the controls work again, but yeah, that's how it works. I haven't played this in quite a while. But this right here is essentially the first level of Super Mario Bros. 2 recreated. So there you got the door you go through, you go there, and then you climb up the vine and then you go into the vertical section. But this is the first section, the horizontally scrolling part of Super Mario Bros. 2 that I recreated in Super Mario Maker. Now, Super Mario Maker 2 never had any Super Mario Bros. 2 theme. Until now, in a way. So, bringing Mario to the start of my level, if I figure out how to do that, I can apply a Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom to him, turning him into Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario, essentially, giving him all the mechanics from that game. So if I now start the level, I can now play my level the way I intended it to. Now, when I made this level, I had no intentions of having the Super Mario Bros. 2 mechanics, but now I do. Now I can pick up enemies, I can toss them instead of just jumping on them. Now it's a little different from Super Mario Bros. 2 because you actually have to duck and then press the button to pick up an enemy. But overall it works pretty well. Like the Goombas pretty much act exactly like the Shy Guys from Super Mario Bros. 2. Now also the power blocks work the way they're supposed to. I picked them up from above, not from the side. And you can just go through this level. So instead of the waterfall, I just did like platforms that went up and down, but now all of this just feels a little more natural having the Super Mario Bros. 2 style. Then you enter the door, then I made this a little quickly right now, but you climb up the vine. As you can see, the vine climbing isn't exactly like in Super Mario Bros. 2 because he holds on to the sides instead of climbing facing away from it, so it's not exactly like in Super Mario Bros. 2, but it works. Then this door leads you up to this part above. There are some extra mushrooms here in the original game that you can use to get an extra power up, but that's not in here. You go up here and then you essentially enter the vertical scrolling part of the stage before heading on to the boss, but I didn't make anything more than that. Now here's a little problem that I have with this update. If you get hit by an enemy, you just turn back into regular Mario, which is very problematic because now, suddenly, none of the mechanics are like Super Mario Bros. 2 anymore. Now it's like playing the original Super Mario Bros. With, just a level design from Super Mario Bros. 2. It completely defeats, really, the whole essence of the level. I really wish it would have been possible to just keep the power up. I get the Super Mario Bros. 2 skin or the Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario that makes me play like Mario from Super Mario Bros. 2, and I just keep it. I can't lose it. If I get hit, I should just die and start over. It's really annoying. I'm gonna explain later what they can do to fix that. But anyway, I want to take a break and have a look at some of the other things they've changed in this update. So they've made a world maker. Now you can actually put together the worlds and create essentially an actual Super Mario Bros. Game. So I haven't tried this before. I'm gonna try this right now. I'm gonna take a few of the levels I've already made, put them into this world maker and see how it works. Alright, so there's already a map layout here. I'm gonna try to just erase this and try and make something on my own. So it seems we're fairly limited to the size. We can't have it scroll or anything. It's really just, you have to have the starting point there. Although I think you can actually, you can add terrain. I believe you can change where the starting point is, if I'm not mistaken. But it's gonna take me a little while to figure out how this whole mechanic works. Okay, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So now we made an entire path, and let's try and move the starting position, if we can move it somewhere else. Okay, you can actually do that. So now this bottom part is essentially useless, so I guess we can remove that. Alright, so now we have a map layout. I believe we can start placing down stages with this thing. It seems we're limited to 4 stages for each map, I believe. But I'm still not sure if you can add a castle stage on top of that, or if the castle is one of those 4 stages. So let's see. Let's say I add one of the previous stages I made, the last switch stage here. I put up another stage here. Let's do Tower of Fall maybe. I'm gonna do some of the stages I'm more fond of. Yoshi's Deserve to Die, that's a really cool one. I'm very proud of that one. Let's do one more. Let's do Metal Gear Plumber. Then comes the castle. Let me see. Aha, okay, so you can actually add another stage there. So let's do a Peach Swamp or something. There we go. Alright. Now you can do these bonus areas where you can gain more lives, I assume. Let's see. I believe you can also do warp pipes, but I'm not sure if. See, what would be really cool is if I could make a sort of a secret entrance in my level. If I could make a secret entrance in my level and have that take me to a warp zone that makes me skip a certain amount of levels. I don't know if there's any way to add like a key or something that makes me complete a level with a secret entrance. I'm gonna look into that and see if there's a way to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it really simple now. Just a linear path, one mushroom house, and nothing more fancy than that. So let's just see how this works. These are levels that I've already made. I didn't plan to ever put these levels together in a certain world, so they might not really make thematically sense. I think if I had more time, I would love to make essentially an actual Mario game where the levels kind of make sense, where the mechanics of each level builds off of the first one. So after doing that second level, I now get to a branching, forking path, and I can enter this little mushroom house and do a certain little mini game. Let's see how this works. Okay, so you kind of fail that and you just kind of move on. Kind of cool. I can see this. I can see this working. This could potentially replace regular Mario games. I can see someone designing essentially an entire Mario game with this. So this is my Yoshi's Deserve to Die level. It's mostly just killing off a lot of Yoshis. That's the theme of this. So you use the good old abandoning Yoshi, but I add a little bit of scream every time you kill off Yoshi, because, Yoshis deserve to die. That's just how it is. You actually have to abandon one Yoshi and get onto another one. Again, this level was designed way before any of these updates. This was designed in the very first version of the game, so there's nothing in particular that utilizes the updates. But I'm gonna show some of the other stuff. Alright. I think we kind of get the point. So you can use this to create worlds. You can even stitch together 8 different worlds and create an entire Mario game. So you can calculate how many levels that will be, but you can make roughly like 50 levels in one, 50, 60 something levels in one Mario game or pack or level pack, or so you can package them together and create something that people can actually play in succession. And I think that's really cool. I really can't wait to see what people make. I hope this encourages more people to create more sort of thematically fitting levels that aren't just a bunch of like crazy levels with a 1% complete rate. Hopefully people will make something that kind of makes sense, where the mechanics fit together from one level to another. They have a consistent theme and so on and so forth. So we'll see what people make. Okay, so let's say we make a level like this. Here's one tiny concern I might have. If I design a level like this with, a wall here that I have to break, and, some more stuff over here, I have to get over here somewhere. Let's see, let's add a POW block, for example. The POW blocks were very popular in the... POW blocks were plentiful in the Super Mario Brothers 2 game. Let's add a POW block there. Let's turn Mario into the Super Mario like that, or the Super Mario Brothers 2 Mario. Let's add a little Goomba there, and let's start playing the level. Alright, so let's say, we're... Ah, damn it! I died. Uh-oh, what's going on now? I can't make it past here. I turned into regular Mario, now I can't beat the level. Oh, that's bad. You see there's a problem here? Look at this. If I was a little more careful, this is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to pick up this POW block, toss it. Okay. Cut that. That actually, never mind. Never mind. That's not how it works. Never mind, that's not how it works. This is what concerns me. I need to use this POW block here, throw it at this poke, or throw it anywhere to get rid of the poking, essentially. But if I get hit by a Goomba, I can no longer pick up the POW block and throw it anywhere. And now I am screwed. Yes, I can hit that thing and turn into small Mario. But let's say I add another tower of Pokies right next to it. There, another tower. 2 towers of Pokies. I have designed this level with the Super Mario Brothers 2 theme in mind. I use the POW block. I hit it there. I hit, well, that cut. I jump over that thing and I make it past it. If I get hit earlier, if I get hit by a Goomba, I can no longer pick that up. I get hit by the first Poke, I turn small. I get hit by the second one, I die. Now I know you say, well, you can just keep running as you're invincible, but what if I don't? I don't like the idea of getting stuck in the level. I don't like the idea that I should end up right here I don't like getting stuck. I don't like to lose my power up and then get stuck. So the solution has to be, I have to make sure that I have enough of those Super Mario Brothers 2 mushrooms all throughout my level, so you constantly keep picking those up. That's the only way to get around this problem. I had the same concern with the Link DLC that came out later, where you can play as Link. It's the same exact problem, and it really ruined the whole thing. Now you play as Link, it's a really cool mechanic. You can hit things with the sword, you can hit the POW block with the sword, you can throw bombs. It's really awesome. But let's say I add, a series of breakable blocks, like right here, I play as Link. I can just pick up a bomb, throw the bomb at the wall. That's a very small explosion. Awesome, really cool. It would be awesome to make a Legend of Zelda-esque level, or a Super Mario Bros. 2-esque level. But if you get hit, you lose the power-up. you can no longer do anything. You know, I get hit by this Goomba, uh-oh, now it's not there anymore. I can jump on the Goomba, but I can't get any further. I can't do anything at this point. I can't pick up the power block, I can't break these blocks, I can't do anything. And that's the thing, a designed puzzle level is really difficult to make in Super Mario Maker because of this. Super Mario Brothers is not really a puzzle game. It's a game where you get whatever power up and it helps you throughout the level. Oh, here's my fire flower. Oh, it helps me through the level. But if I want to make something that's designed around the fire flower, I need to have an infinite supply of fire flowers in case I lose my power up. My suggestion to Nintendo would just be have some sort of mode where you don't lose your power up but instead just lose hearts. Let's say I play as Link, I get 3 hearts. When I lose all those 3 hearts, I just die. I don't turn into Mario, I just die. Have a Super Mario Brothers 2 mode where you just got a certain amount of hearts. When you lose all the hearts, when you get down to 1 heart, you turn into small Mario, but still Super Mario Brothers 2 Mario, right? Just like in the actual game. And then when you get hit again, you die. You don't turn into Mario because it breaks all the mechanics. It breaks everything that you've set up in the level. Just have me simply die. If you could have an optional mode like that, I think that would make the entire experience a hell of a lot more fun, and it would just make more sense. I could make levels that are actually designed around that power-up. But other than that, this is fantastic. I got very few things to complain about with Super Mario Maker 2. There's an infinite amount of content in this game, there's an infinite amount of possibilities. There's just tiny little rule changes they could have made to make this completely perfect, but I'm very happy with what they made so far. I'm probably gonna go back and make more levels now that they've added more items, more enemies, more obstacles. And I'm very happy to see, you know, what they do for Super Mario Maker 3 whenever that comes out. Anyway, this has been Armarty. Tell me in the comments what you think. If I should do more of these playing some videos, or if you think it's kind of boring, you like the more scripted stuff, then I can go back to doing that. Anyway, sometimes I like to just sit back and play a game and just talk about what I think should be improved and hopefully come with some constructive criticism. That's it. I've never been good at outros. I don't have a specific outro, so I'll just say bye and see you next time.